Myself back in Havoc Season 1, and we managed to get the win. And now, 5 seasons later, we have Chero back in the Havoc League, ready to play, ready to try and win here, but this time playing with Ulti, and today they're playing with a sub. They normally would play with JZ Winkle, who was a sub back in Season 1, but now Chero, JZ Winkle both together playing with Ulti are going to be looking to try and put some pressure on this new Flu Esports Black team. Left stick, take it away.
Right now, a great demo as the ball's rolling off the sidewall. Tunda has a lot of time on the ball, manages to get this one a little far from him. Ulti putting this one away as Nightfang with a bunch of time on the ball. He's going to get the bump, but doesn't get the goal. And right now, the ball's still sitting in front. Tunda's going to have a free shot, but Cheryl is going to be there for the deny. Eli keeps it in their corner as Nightfang keeps this one up to safety. Someone's going to have to get control of this ball. Ulti manages to put this one away off the sidewall. Tunda's going to keep this one up to himself, manages to get a 50, and now Eli has time and possession on this ball. Throws it away, and now Cheryl bangs this one up. Going to try to bump Crippy out of it, but Nightfang is going to be there for the 50.
Grippy and Ulti 50 each other, and Tunda will launch the ball down the field. Jero, last man back, pops the ball off the backboard over for Nightfang. Nightfang tries to maintain possession, ends up passing it back to Chero. No one was up there for Flu Esports Black, and Ulti will actually send the ball down the field. It's going to be on target, but Tunda will get the save at the last second. But Ulti monkeys the ball, and Team Purple go up by 1.
It's a great decision right now as Ulti puts this one on net. Tunda doesn't seem to get a great clear, and Ulti manages to get the great 50 right over Tunda as he realizes he has now or never to challenge his ball and puts this one away.
Indeed, 1-0 the scoreline. Team Purple. Team Purple were so close and yet so far from being a very strong team last season. They had the opportunity to be top 2, both in Split 1 and Split 2, and just barely couldn't get the wins when it mattered most. But now it's a whole new team. Ulti still at the forefront of Team Purple. Of course, Left Stick believes he was the best player. But Team Ulti, Team Purple are definitely going to be looking to put on a show for you guys tonight, especially with Ulti. Ulti, KBM player as I myself am, and we'll be definitely trying to show out the beautiful addition in this game of stalls, which is so easy to do on the keyboard and mouse controller layout.
Ulti clearing this one to the side is safety as Eli is there, pinches this one back into the middle. Nightfang's going to have to keep this one to the side. Crippy's up, puts this one middle. No team is there to put this one away, but Ulti is going to be there to put this one to himself. Almost manages just to miss the touch, and now this one's going back into the side of Team Purple. Nightfang's going to have to make a great touch. Ulti gets this one to the side as well. Nightfang got a little time right now. He's putting this one away, but Eli's going to take a shot on net as Chero has to take this one to the corner, and now Crippy going for the ride with the ball. He's got a great touch, gets the flip reset, but Ulti's there to deny him right at the top.
Tunda gets dunked on by Nightfang. Nightfang looking to try and take it to a 2-goal lead. Off the backboard, Crippy will get the save. Ulti keeps the ball on offense, though. Eli tries to clear the ball over to the side wall. Chero hits the ball off the backboard. Ball's going to be launched out and long. It's going to be back off the backboard. Ulti gets a shot on target. It's going to be weak. And now Eli, pass down to Tunda. Tunda has no boost, ends up giving the ball over to Chero. Chero, Havoc 1 season champion. Pass it over to Ulti. Ulti fakes it out, but Eli will clear the ball away. Now over to Nightfang. Nightfang pops the ball up, but he gets dunked on by Crippy. And Flu Esports Black will maintain pressure on the offensive side.
Eli manages to get a pinch, and it's off the backboard. Ulti's going to beat the defender, and now they have a little time right now. They're going to try to maybe go for a demo. He gets the demo. Ball's not going fast enough. Doesn't manage to have the speed to get that one in. What a great stellar performance on defense, but Tunda is going to try to get a redirect. Doesn't get the touch, but Crippy's going to keep this one in, as right now they're on a great offensive push. This ball is out to Eli. He's going to get another touch on it. Can't quite seem to get the touch mid, but now it's a 2v1 as they pass the last defender, but Eli manages to get back on time. Gerald's going to keep this one back up, get it on the backboard, and Crippy's there, puts it away. Nightfang now is going to try to follow up the ball as Eli meets him at the top, denies him, and Tunda now has possession with the ball, and this one's going to be in the hands of Ulti.
Ulti passes the ball up, but Nightfang ends up leaving it. Crippy ends up missing the backboard touch. Nightfang pops the ball off the sidewall. Chero into the air. Chero looking for the double tap, isn't able to get the follow-up. Ulti playing a very solid third man right now. Manages to get the 50-50, but a 50-50 as third man might as well be a pass, and that's going to be a tied game off the pass from Crippy. Those of you guys who do not know, if you guys are ever third man, 50-50s are not a safe situation, and Crippy shows out that right here. Flu Esports Black managing to get another goal on the board.
As the third kickoff comes underway, What are you seeing so far in this balanced game right now? I haven't seen too much of mistakes, but there's no overcommits by any of the team. Right there, we did see a bad 50 towards the end, but I'm also seeing some great performance on both sides so far.
All 6 players are playing solid at this moment in time. Just few individual mistakes. Of course, right now we're seeing Tunda's ending up a lot of the time with 0 boost. He's in position, but he doesn't have any boost. Maybe that has to be due to mini boost pathing. Of course, we've seen Chero. He tends to be a little bit out of position, meaning he's slow to the ball or having to back up. So it's little small things that if one of these teams can fix those small mistakes right now, maybe they can be the ones to get the first win on the board. Or maybe ulti into the air, off the sidewall. Chero ends up double committing with them, though. The ball's going to get launched down the field. Nightfang, last on defense, hits the ball off the backboard. Ball's going to get launched down the field. Eli, last on defense for Flu Esports Black, looks at the 50-50, and Nightfang will put it down. Ladies and gentlemen, we have overtime.
Kickoff underway. And right now, Chero's going to win this one. Nightfang gets the demo, has no boost, but manages to try to get a flick, doesn't get the touch he wants, does bunk Tunda. And now, shot on net, a little off to the side. Chero gets it to the right, but Crippy's now going to have the ball. Tries to get it around Ulti, but Ulti's there for the deny. Might have another touch up by himself, but manages to get a great 50 for his teammate. Nightfang gonna go for the fake. He's bringing it down, almost pinches it into the net with the defender, but couldn't quite seem to get the angle that he wanted.
Chero on the back wall has an amazing opportunity. Pass it down here. He fakes and goes for the Doomsy dish. Is not able to do so. Nightfang takes possession, flicks it on target. It's going to be slow. Nightfang can't keep the ball in offense, and Ulti, as second man, will keep the ball into the back corner. Ulti looks for an angle. It's off target, though. But Team Purple, the offense right now, is looking so strong.
Yes, they keep pounding this one back on their backboard and then keep taking shots on net. Right now, they're just wearing and tearing out this Team Black right now. And Ulti is getting a great touch right now, sets up his teammate. Nightfang gets 50 right now. Tunda with the save, keeps it away as Crippy's going to take this one down the court. Tunda gets another touch. Nobody there. Both teammates double commit and miss, and now it's a 2v1 situation as Ulti is going for a bump. It doesn't manage to get the bump, but they put this one to safety as a shot on net. Eli is there to save it right at the crossbar.
Eli manages to get the dunk over the last defender, puts the ball over to the back wall. That's going to be a pinch down the field from Ulti. Crippy doesn't end up maintaining possession. The ball goes straight to Nightfang. Nightfang looking for a pass mid to Ulti. Ulti still on the backboard. Pass it out to Chero. No, back out to Nightfang. It's going to be off target. Can Chero put it in? No, it's off to the side. Ulti and Nightfang end up double committing on the backside. It looks like playing with the substitute is messing up a little bit of Team Purple's offense. But right now, both these teams are neck and neck. The third seed from the seeding tournament versus the team that couldn't play in the seeding tournament. And right now, it is neck and neck. Left stick. Who do you think has this win here?
Right now, it's so balanced. I keep seeing great offense from Team Purple at the moment, but you can't count out Team Black. They're showing great offense right now as they get a fortunate touch right past the defender. I think his caster's cursed right now at the moment, but Crippy notices he can get a great pass to Tunda, and he's there and ready to put this one in.
That's what we like to see. Flu.
What are they going to switch up in this one to see if they could put a different perspective away as we get into the next match? Eli keeps the ball near him, tries to get the 50, but Chero's going to be there to dunk him as he tries to get past one defender. They pinch it out away. Crippy's going to be the first one to the ball, maybe get it around, but does get dunked by Nightfang as Eli, now his time on the ball, is going to take this one up, gets it around 2 defenders. Now it's just one to beat. Tunda is there. He misses, but it will go in as Team Esports Flu Black. Team Flu Esports Black puts this one away past 2. Eli up there quick, beats 2 of them on the double commit. The decision making is looking a little shaky right now, but I definitely don't want to count out Team Purple at the moment.
That's just a one goal. If that's just one goal, in Team Purple's head, they just got to laugh about it and just shake it off and just try to get right back into the run of things right now. Nightfang pops the ball over to the backboard. Now back to Chero. If we can just avoid the double commits and third man pushing up a little too far from Team Purple, and this series is going to continue to be a close one.
Yes, they're showing a great offensive push. I mean, right now, in the match before, we've seen that they had way more shots. They were maintaining possession most of the time. So I definitely think that these guys are going to be the ones that come out on top as Ulti puts this one in with nobody right there defending that net.
Look at that touch there from Nightfang. Managed to beat out the whole defense, put it in a spot where the other team could not follow it up, even with the man who was back for that team. Now with a minute left from game number 2, Team Purple are back into this game, but Flu Esports Black are definitely going to be trying to look to take it to match point as quickly as possible.
Now Tunda leaving the ball for his teammate. Unfortunately, doesn't realize that as Crippy has to save this one. Eli up, gets the save. It's going over to the side. Ulti now has a touch mid to Nightfang. Nightfang's up. He has to beat one. Crippy's there to beat him. And now Chero's going to have some time on the ball. He's going to take this one close to him. Make sure he gets a great 50 out to Nightfang. Nightfang is there, reads it, and puts this one in. This team has turned around, and they realize what they need to execute on how they need to play this game. And a great 50, great realization by Nightfang to put this one in as his teammate pinches for the 50 right to him.
Here we go. We're already back at the exact same amount of goals that we had in the first game of the series. And hopefully, we of course saw Game 5 from Flu Esports Pink when they managed to win. Will we see another Game 5? Everybody in chat, I want to know your guys' opinions. Who do you guys think is going to take this series? Do you think Team Purple are going to take this series for Havoc, or do you think that Flu Esports are going to take this series for Flu Esports? And right now, it's looking very, very close. We've already had one win earlier today, Team Cyan beating Flu Esports White, and then we had Flu Esports Pink right now beat Team Green from Havoc Esports. And now we're seeing Team Purple versus Flu Esports Black. Everybody in chat, cheer on whoever you guys want to win. And Left Stick, who do you think is looking the strongest at this moment in time?
At this moment, I'm going to have to give it to Team Purple. They're showing that they're working together with these 2 goals that they've made. It has been on beats and passes, and this is what we need to do is get great 50s to each other that fall back into the hands of your teammate, and no one's there to defend, and they could just put power shots right on net. And they showed that in the second goal. That's all they need to do, and they're showing a great offensive and defensive composure right now. And I'm just going to have to give it with Team Purple at the moment.
Nightfang popping the ball up to the backboard. Tunda looks for a clear, ends up not being able to get the touch, but Eli will end up saving the ball there for his teammate. Eli pops the ball over to the side wall, looking for a pass out mid. Ulti's going to end up getting to the ball first, but he ends up just flipping the ball right back to the other team. Nightfang pinches the ball out mid over to Tunda. Tunda pops the ball back down, but Chero tries to clear it over Tunda, but Tunda once again gets a block. Now back over to the hands of Nightfang. Nightfang looks for the clear, ends up not being able to get it over to Ulti. Tunda versus Chero, last man back. Chero does not whiff this time, and Team Purple will maintain the lead.
On the back wall right now, but Chero has to get a stellar defensive push as they get into offense right now. Ulti's going to get a great 50, pushes it out of the Nightfang. Nightfang sees his teammate, passes it. Chero right there with the shot, but unfortunately right straight to the defender. Someone's going to have to get on this ball. He has a little too much time, but he flicks it away. And now Crippy is going to try to get another 50 on Nightfang, but Nightfang manages to get past him. Eli there gets a great 50 and a second touch, but Ulti's there to take this one for a ride, and it's off the backboard to his teammate. Nightfang is there, but Tunda manages to not get the save. I think there was a little mechanical issue at that moment, but a great recognizable pass right there by Ulti to his teammate Nightfang.
The speed there from Nightfang, and then Chero was there right to support his teammate right at the very end. Minute 40 on the clock, and Team Purple now up 2 goals. And even though Tunda was really close to managing to keep that ball out, he wasn't able to this time. And as I said after Game 1, if Team Purple can just put the ball under the crossbar, they can win this series pretty easily with how many shots they had in that previous game.
Yes, they're showing right now as Chero puts this one away. Crippy's going to be there to take this one back. And now it goes in the corner of Chero. Chero's going to take it up the sidewall, gets it around one defender. And now the second is up, gets a 50, and it's going to go back into the teammate. But Eli is going to pinch this one back over. Ulti's going to get it off the sidewall. He does manage to get another touch, and Crippy doesn't get the 50 around it. Now it's in the back corner of Team Flu Esports Black. They get a great pinch out to Ulti, but now Ulti's going to beat everybody to the ball. He's going to have this one up. Nightfang is already in the air, puts it back to his teammate, and a missed backflip, and Eli ends up scoring it for them.
Now, everybody, that's a clip there. Eli, with the amazing shot, puts it into the back of the net, manages to get it past Tunda, the stellar defense. That's what we like to see from Eli, but in all seriousness, that's going to leave Team Purple to a 3-goal lead and maybe a tie in the series.
Yeah, unfortunate mishaps right now. Oh, man. Nightfang is going to keep this one to the side as Eli's going to manage to get this one around him, but Chero's there to clear it away. Now Nightfang has nobody in net. He's going to take his time. He's trying to go for the air dribble bump. Eli manages to get above him and gets it around, and now he has time on the ball. Gets one touch, trying to go for another touch, and does get it around. Chero's going to be nice and patient with the ball. Takes this off the ceiling, gets a touch to Ulti. Ulti is there, gets the pass out of Nightfang, but Nightfang does not get there in time as Eli is going to be not there to the ball, but Tunda's going to keep this one to safety.
Nightfang looks for a clear, ends up going straight into the hands of Tunda. Ulti tries to maintain possession, hits the ball a little bit too far away from him. That's going to be 2 people drawn out, but all 3 players on Flu Esports Black go up the field, and Nightfang will get a 4th goal on the board. Nightfang playing amazing. Ulti with the playmaker, and Team Purple, now that the ball's going into the back of the net, they're definitely looking very confident and definitely have the advantage going into game number 3.
Yes, this team has turned around their chances in this second matchup. Nightfang with 4 for 4, going 100% on his shot accuracy. It looks very the ball a lot more than I see Team Black beating them. Right now, kickoff underway, and Crippy's going to win this one, but it goes out to Ulti as he get a pass to Nightfang. Nightfang bangs this ball up. It's going to go off the backboard, and Ulti's trying to get a read. Gets it around 1. Nightfang's there for the block on the backboard, and Crippy's going to try to save this. Gets a great save, a good angle. It was dangerous, but he manages to put this one away to safety.
He avoided the own goal. That's what we wanted to see. Step 1 complete and be able to try and get another win on the board. However, it is tied 1-1 in the series, even after that stellar performance from Nightfang and the rest of Team Purple. It's now going to be up to Flu Esports Black to try and get back here in this series. Nightfang looks for a 50-50 mid over to Chero. Chero pops it over. Ball's going to be lounging on the top of the goal box. Flu Esports Black are able to get the save, but Team Purple still yet to get a goal here in game number 3.
Right now, Eli tries to get around 1 defender. Nightfang is there. He's getting off the double tap, and he puts it in as nobody's back there to save this one. Nightfang realizes that Eli gets away from this ball, and Nightfang's there just to put this one in and reads it. And he's already showing his performance that he did from the game before, and it's an early start for him for this one as well.
Flu Esports are definitely have a challenge ahead of them. Nightfang is waking up, and Ulti, he's also known for his double taps, double flip resets. Overall, right now at this moment in time, Team Purple are playing strong. Remember, Team Purple didn't even get to participate in the seeding tournament. Now they're coming in here their first week playing with a sub, and they're already doing so well. For those guys who do not know, back in Season 1 of Havoc, Chero was actually champion in Season 1. He actually teamed with myself, but also Pulse Mesco. If you guys know Pulse Mesco, he is also a Havoc Season 1 champion. And right now, Team Purple are racking up the scoreline right now. Ulti getting a 2nd goal on the board for Team Purple.
Yes, they have great pressure right here as Chero puts this one on the backboard, manages to get it around every defender, and Ulti right there to clean it up, put that one away, and then now they have a 2-goal lead. And it's a very early start for them. They're showing their dominant performance into this next match. So the first one, are we seeing a fluke in the first match, as these next 2 games, they've definitely turned things around?
That it very well could be a fluke. Honestly, I told you guys before, if Team Purple could put it under the crossbar, they would be up by 1,000,000 goals, and that's what it's looking up like that right now. Team Purple still racking up the scoreline. Right now, these last 2 games have probably been the most high-scoring games we've seen all night long.
And the 4th kickoff underway. Tunda versus Chero as Chero wins this one. Eli's going to be the first to the ball, puts it back to the corner where Nightfang is. He's going to grab possession, manages to get around the demo, and they get a pinch off to the side as both teammates are up. Chero and Nightfang put this one at the backboard, but Ulti is going to be there for the touch. He gets it around 1. Eli's going to send this one back to his teammate. Tunda's there first, and now goes back over to Nightfang. Nightfang off the sidewall, and here comes Crippy with a shot, puts it on net, but Chero's there, gets it down, and this one is not dangerous as nobody's back on Team Black Esports, as this is going to be a little awkward. They save it, but put it into the hands of Nightfang. Nightfang takes it away, manages to get a 50 off of Eli. This one's a little dangerous. Chero is there as he gets it off the ceiling and puts it to safety.
Ball now back out to the midfield line. Team Purple just trying to keep racking up the scoreline. They want to keep this confidence going. Team Purple, in the past, they've been known as a team that would always go to Game 5, and it would be a coin toss and if they would win or lose. But if Team Purple managed to get at least a Game 4 win and a gentleman's sweep right in their first match after an okay last season, it's definitely going to help their confidence going into later weeks, especially against the Flu Esports squad, who they have yet to face in the past.
This is Crippy, puts a nice shot on net, but Ulti's there for the save. Gets it around. Eli tries to get a touch, doesn't manage to get one. Nightfang's passing it to his teammate. Ulti puts it on, but Crippy's there for the save. Pops it up. Nightfang's going to be up early, but Chero takes this one in his hands. Tries to get a 50 around 1 guy. Eli now has possession going up the sidewall, but he's met there with Chero for the pre-jump, and now it's in the back corner where Ulti is going to take this one away, puts it to safety. Eli's going to challenge, gets it around 1, tries to get the double, but now Nightfang, it's in his hands.
Knife Fang ends up getting demoed on the back foot by Eli. Chero looking for a pass down mid. Ulti ends up jumping a little bit too early, but Chero managed to stay on the ball. Pops it over to Ulti. Ulti keeps the ball on offense, but it still ends up being a giveaway possession. Tunda, though, ends up giving it right to Knife Fang. Eli does manage to get the clear. However, Team Purple still maintained possession. Ulti into the air, looking for a possession. Looks to the wave dash, gets the 50-50. We're seeing the mechanics come out of Ulti now. Ball now back to Eli. Eli can't get back to the ball. Ulti pops it up on an empty net. Knife Fang looking for the shot, and it's in the back of the net. Knife Fang gets a second goal of the game, and oh my goodness, he is on fire.
Yes, this Team Purple is a whole new team as they take the momentum they did from last match. Right now we see 4 goals, 2 and 2. Ulti and Knife Fang, is one of them going to get a hat trick this game? We shall see coming up in this next minute and 13 seconds.
Crippy looking for possession, tries to clear the ball down the field. Manages to get the ball off the corner wall, backed over to Ulti. Ulti gets a great 50-50, but Eli keeps it on offense. Look at this mechanics here from Eli. Looks for the flip reset. It was overall a very smooth and controlled play there from Eli, but ended up accomplishing nothing. That's something that we're seeing from Knife Fang, is even though his mechanics don't look that good, he is very efficient with his movements, very efficient with his touches, and it's ending up helping out his team here, but he ends up giving it right to Eli, and Eli finally manages to get a goal here after, I believe now that's around 7 or 8 unanswered goals. Eli manages to finally get a goal for his team with 46 seconds left. I don't know if it's enough for them to be able to win this game, but hopefully it gives them the motivation and strength they need to come back in game number 4.
It's definitely a step in the right direction. There is 40 seconds left. If they can manage to get 3 goals within the next 10 seconds each, I think they'll be fine. But it seems as the clock ticks down, it's not going to be enough time, as these guys are very good on defense and make sure that no one is overextending and keeping it very safe for themselves. As right now, there's no pressure for them. Going into this next match, what do you think Team Flu Esports Black has to do to try to adapt to this new and improved team?
Right now, they're going to have to start playing with confidence. When Flu Esports Black were playing with confidence in game number 1, and even with their only goal in this game from Eli, just throwing somebody at the ball, forcing the ball high on defense, they were able to accomplish so much. And right now, they're just giving space to Team Purple. Right now, if Team Purple take the ball up into a solo play, they got to send somebody to challenge. And if they can send someone to challenge, they can force the ball higher into the air. And if they can do that, they can just have somebody sit on the backboard to maintain possession. But as you can see right now, whenever it's Flu Esports Black are on defense, they end up either double committing due to lack of communication, or nobody's watching Flu Esports Black come back into this, but the one player who I want to see step up is Tunda. Back in game number 1, Tunda was the hard carry. He had a goal, assist, and 4 saves to help keep his team, and he actually ended up getting the OT goal too. If there's anybody who needs to step up, especially after that last game, it is Tunda. Tunda did have only 54 points at the end of the last game, but he's already doubled his score from the end of last game, and it's up 1-0 now for Flu Esports Black.
Yes, right now, Knife Fang tried to pre-jump that one, managed to get the save, but it was in a dangerous spot as none of them were able to get back for that follow-up shot. Going into the next kickoff right now, we have Chero versus Eli. Eli managed to get the win, but Ulti's going to be the first one to the ball. But now Tunda has some time with the ball, gets it off the corner, off the ceiling, gets a pinch forward, but no one's there for the follow-up. Tunda's keeping it in their corner, probably going to get a nice pass out mid, waiting for his time, and manages to get it past 2 defenders with one person actually own goaling in this situation.
This is what we like to see. Tunda, he has woken up from his little hibernation just as Jakey's woke up after being gone after game 1 in his series. And here in game number 4, he put 2 goals in the back of the net in the first 30 seconds. And if Tunda can keep this up, they might be able to get the win. But Ulti, looking to use his mechanics, isn't able to get it past Eli. But here comes Chero, Havoc 1 champion, passes the ball back out mid to Knife Fang. Knife Fang isn't able to get the ball on offense, and Eli will keep it there. Ball to the backboard. Ulti clears the ball up high, passes the ball mid over to Chero. Chero gets the dunk. 4 minutes left on the clock, and Team Purple have finally gotten back to what their pressure was back in game number 2 and 3. But still, 2-goal lead here for Team Purple to fight back. Team Purple did have 5 goals in both games 2 and 3, but can they get back to that scoreline here now that they're down by 2 goals, or will the defense of Flu Esports Black hold up?
Yes, Flu Esports Black is definitely realizing it's now or never, as right now Tunda just seems to magically put these ones away when he's not even near the ball.
Look at this. Tunda just launches the ball, and it looks like that was an insane redirect own goal from Team Purple. Hopefully they just laughed that one off. But now with 4 minutes left on the clock, it is 3-0, and Team Purple are now going to have to try and fight back from a big deficit.
Crippy now on the ball, gets it right out to his teammate Eli. This one's going to bounce right off the crossbar. Ulti's going to take it right over one defender, gets another touch, but fakes him out, and now he has the ball in possession. He's going to leave it for Nightfang, probably has more boost in him. Manages to miss the demo, and now Ulti's passing it out to his teammate Chero, tries to put one in, but very awkward shot by him, and now he's going to get a great pinch middle, nobody there, and it goes over the net. Crippy's going to take this one to the corner, tries to put it to safety, but Nightfang is there. He's going to get another read as nobody's there. Nightfang ends up blocking Ulti's goal, and I think it's just he just couldn't get out of the way because he was falling.
Indeed, but the main thing I wanted to look at there was Chero, again, pushing up really aggressively as third man. Instead of being behind the midfield line like we saw from when Team Green were playing well, he ends up being inside the goal box, or as I like to say, third man samming, much like much of the professional South American region, just pushing up into the offensive goal box as third man. Of course, we know that's not the most efficient way to play, but it's something that we do see in some lower level lobbies like this. Of course, this is not the lowest level lobby. This is Grand Champ to SSL, but at the same time, they do not have that competitive experience such as professional teams.
Right now, Ulti going for the stellar fake as Chero's there to put this one in. And I think it was a communication thing where he's telling him he's going to go up and miss this one on purpose. So he has a great open shot for his teammate and left it wide open for him. There was a defender in, but you can't react to those balls when it's that close.
Indeed, 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Team Purple are fighting back. For the guys who do not know, back in Season 5, Team Purple, when they were facing off against Team Gray, were down by 4 goals. It was 4-0 with exactly 1 minute to go, and Team Purple managed to come back and win in regulation 5-4. Didn't even go to overtime, and this is a lot smaller of a scoreline now from Team Purple, as it looks like they're going to be coming to fight back here in game number 4, back to a 1-goal lead as we're nearing the waning moments of this 4th game.
Yes, they definitely don't want to take this into a game 5. They don't want to give Team Flu Esports Black any momentum, as right now they're trying to catch back up. They have a bunch of time, so if they just keep their composure, and like they are, they have tied this game up right now with Nightfang sending this one away into a tie, and I think they found what they needed to do.
Tunda, he worked so hard to get that hat trick, and now in less than a minute, Team Purple have managed to tie up the game once more. Remember, if Team Purple win this, they end up getting the win right now in the series. But if Team Flu Esports Black win this, we're going to another game 5. Who's going to come out and get this win? Tunda pops the ball over to the backboard. Nightfang looks for the launch down the field, and Chero isn't going to be able to follow up that ball. Eli looking to try and get it past mid, ends up leaving it, looks for a demo, but it looks like that's going to be a miss on the backboard, and Eli will get another goal on the board.
It's a great outpush right here as Eli manages to get this one to pass Ulti, puts it on, and he's trying to keep his team in there. They're hanging on. They are up a goal right now. They have the lead, but can they maintain this offensive pressure that they need to do? Because this team is not one to play around with. Once they have time on the ball, they will show you what they can do with it.
Eli ends up getting 2 to commit from Team Purple, but Team Purple end up actually coming out of that with possession. And Team Purple are going to be trying to take the ball out from their own side. Crippy gets out 50-50. Now it's back to Ulti. Ulti ends up getting a whiff, but now it's going to be over to Ulti once more. Ulti flicks the ball mid. Now back over to Nightfang. Nightfang puts it off the backboard. Chero with the follow-up. That's going to be a double commit. Looks like there were no comms in that situation. And now in a 2v1, Ulti tries to jump over the defender, but it ends up not working. Tunda will get goal number 4, and they're back to a 2-goal lead.
Tunda with the great patience right now as Crippy going for that demo. Ulti has no choice but try to get around it, and Tunda just recognizing his teammate, helping him out so he can put this one, actually walk it right in. But here we go as the next kickoff. What do you think Team Purple has to do to get back into this game? They're down 2 with a minute left.
Honestly, Team Purple's communication has to stick. We've seen 3 plays now in this game just be stopped just due to the fact that there was no communication. They got to call who's going for what ball. They got to call who's second and who's third man, because that's been the main problem. Look, they're double committing once again, but this time they actually communicated, but Nightfang can't put it in the back of the net. But now with a minute left on the clock, Team Purple down by 2.
Eli right here in the corner of the other team and almost pinches this one in. Nightfang is there, puts it away to the corner. Chero's going to beat at the ball. But Tunda does manage to get this one off the backboard, and it's up, and Tunda puts this one to the side as Chero now has a bunch of time. They have 40 seconds left. They need to do something with the ball right now. A 50 is what they need because now Ulti has possession. They're going to try to get it around, but Crippy manages to keep this one near danger for them. Actually, for a fortunate cause, they almost score right there to put this dagger in the net, but now they're keeping it away, and it's to the side. Crippy's going up, gets it around every defender. Nobody's back. Nightfang coming back from a demo. He saves that one. And a counterattack. My God, Nightfang, this man is unstoppable.
Nightfang gets the stop at the last second. How does that not go in? And they actually communicate who is shooting that ball. 11 seconds to go. Team Purple can still win this in Game 4.
What a spectacular performance by Nightfang right there as he keeps his team in this game. They need to put this one away. They don't want to let the momentum go to the other team as they almost get one on net, but Crippy's there to keep the save on the corner. And now this one's going to go into the next match. As they keep it up still, they might have a chance to keep going. Team Purple keeping this one up. They're doing a great job at it. Chero up. He's going to keep this one, put it to the top. And now Nightfang's going to try to be there, but Ulti has to get back on time, and he can't quite keep this.
I honestly don't know who's going to get this win here, but Team Purple are a very strong offensive team. And if they can just fix that communication, they might be able to get back to what was happening in Games 2 and 3. But right now, 5 minutes on the clock. We are on Champions Field, the world champions in the rafters. And Ulti will put the first goal in the back of the net.
Chero recognizes he can beat the defender and gets another touch off the corner. Perfect pinch down, and Ulti realizes he needs to go, and he gets one in, pinches it right over the defender, dunks him, and that is 1-0. Team Purple takes the lead.
Ball pinches out mid. Chero looks for the follow-up. Team Purple, they have the goal lead. Normally, whoever scores first in Game 5 is the one to win it. And if that's anything to go by, Team Purple are already having statistically advantageous odds. However, Team Flu Esports Black are not ones to give up. Can they manage to get the game back into their favor here? Or will Team Purple manage to get the win? And who else but Tunda will tie up the game?
Tunda has shown his performance right now. He's trying to put the team on his back. He's definitely stepping up in these mechanics right here as he manages to get past the defender, puts it on the ground, pinches it in, and ties this game up as this is a win or go home right here. So they want to take this one right now as Crippy puts it to the side. Ulti's going to take this one forward and manages to get past the defender. He has another touch off the sidewall, but Tunda's there for the deny.
Ball's falling down. Tunda's out of boost. Chero trying to maintain possession here off the side wall. Ends up leaving it for Nightfang. Nightfang pops the ball high, trying to get Chero to get a redirect. Chero keeps possession in his own hands. Tunda ends up missing the ball. It's going to be over to Crippy. Crippy tries to get a touch, but now Ulti off the corner. Manages to still not get it past Crippy, and Flu Esports Black go all the way onto the offensive side. That could be a goal. Crippy looks at the shot. It's off the post and out, and it's still a tied game.
Yes, very close call right now. Team Purple managed to escape that one as Ulti puts this one over to the other side. Eli's going to have time. Oh no, both teammates missed, but Tunda is there for the save. That could have been a sticky situation right there. Chero now up to the ball. Ulti almost gets beat and puts this one, leaves it for Nightfang. Both defenders didn't jump for the ball, and Nightfang places this one perfectly over both of the defenders.
Look at this from Nightfang. Realizes that no one was challenging and just tried to put it high on target. That's what you like to see. 2-1 Team Purple. Team Purple once again take the lead.
Now the third kickoff underway. Tunda, they're going for a different approach at that one as they do get the offensive push now. Ball right in the middle, but Ulti gets the pre-jump save, and now Eli's going to manage to try to put this one back, but Nightfang is up, misses the ball, and now it's going into the hands of Chero as he puts it on the backboard. No teammate there, so now Tunda's going to have some time on the ball, but Nightfang beats him to it. Crippy's in the net, has a pop, and now he's going up for the ball, getting a nice air dribble, trying to look for a 50 as Ulti's there to dunk him away.
If we're looking at Flu Esports Black right now, they just don't. Their third man is rushing back every single time. Their third man's either going for a big boost or just rushing back inside net as quickly as possible. Something, if you guys do not know, in higher level rotations, you generally want to make sure that only 2 people are playing defense, and the third man is looking for demos and intercepting midfield passes. But that's something that we're not seeing from Flu Esports Black. They're not intercepting those midfield passes with their third man, and it's giving Team Purple so much space on the offensive side.
So now this ball's a little dangerous as Ulti realizes no one's going up for this touch. great pass. Actually, it's a good 50 with Tunda and Cheryl putting it right in the most dangerous spot. And Ulti manages to get this one right past Tunda. Now they are up 2-1 or 3. They're up by 2, and they're showing that they are the more dominant team this match, with realizing when it's time to go for the ball, because these challenges have not been on time by Team Flu Esports Black.
Ball gets pinched over to the side wall. It's going to be into the air. Eli ends up not being able to get a touch. Chero launches the ball on target. It's going to be saved away. Chero himself managing to get a playmaker this game. Every single player on Team Purple have managed to get a playmaker, and every single player has managed to get at least 2 goals a game, with Nightfang leading that, was managing to get 4 goals in game number 2.
Ulti trying to get this one around the defender. Eli is going to be there. He's going to get another touch. Pushing this one forward. Nightfang's there for the deny, but Crippy's going to put this one back over to the other side as Ulti gets dunked, but Crippy is going to be there first. They managed to get this one around him. Nightfang has possession right now. Gets a great 50 around both defenders. He just needs one more touch to put it mid for his teammate. He manages to get it, but no teammate ready for that one, as he does unfortunately bump Chero, and that was a very close chance for them as they could put this dagger away. But now Tunda up for the shot, and he puts it in. I don't know if he got bumped into this one or not, but they definitely had enough power to put this one in, and they're trying to come back from this lead. It's only a 2-3 now. Close game right here.
Tunda is trying to hard carry this team to victory. 3-2. Team Purple still have the lead, but Tunda, he's trying to tie up this game. He's trying to do what Team Purple could not in the previous game and try to tie it up and take the win. Ball gets popped up into the air. Eli looks for the double tap off the backboard. It's centered out mid. Ball's going to be whipped. Crippy's up as third man. He gets out 50-50. Now back over to Ulti. Ulti ends up leaving it for Chero. Chero ends up getting the 50-50, but it sets up Eli. Eli looks for the shot. It's going to be off wide once more, and Chero will clear the ball down the field. Crippy looks for a possessive play. Manages to get 2 50-50s, but the ball ends up getting dunked. Ulti looking for the hat trick. He gets the goal. Team Purple go up by 2. And now 2/3 of the Team Purple offense have now gotten hat tricks in this series.
Stellar performance by Ulti as he notices he could put this one in, as he can beat the defender to the ball. And now they're leading by 2 goals. What do you think Team Black has to do right now with 55 seconds left in this match?
Team Black are just going to have to try and make sure that they don't get scored on once again, but Nightfang's going to be looking to try and put an end to it right now. 46 seconds left. They have to keep their composure, get the ball to the offensive side, and just look to pile on shots. If they manage to put just one quality shot on target, they could change the momentum of this entire game. But Chero off the backboard, passes it down to Eli. Eli will keep the ball on the offensive side. Here we go. We're seeing some pressure here from Flu Esports Black here in the last 30 seconds. Ball over to Nightfang. Nightfang just trying to slow down the play here, trying to waste down the clock. Chips the ball past 1. Looks for the ball to get past 2. The ball will go right back to the offense for Flu Esports Black. 19 seconds left in the clock. Chero gets a touch past 1. Nightfang into the air. 15 seconds left. And as the game is winding down, Team Purple might be the winners of this third match. Ball back over to Chero. Chero into the ceiling, looks at the ceiling pinch, isn't able to get it past them. Nightfang taking possession, looking to solidify the win, couldn't get it there. But now, once the ball touches the ground, that's the end of the game. Team Purple are your winners. Buddy, welcome back to the Havoc Main League Week 1. I'm being joined with your winners from the last game in regards to Ulti. Ulti, how you doing, man?
All right, what's going on?
I'm doing pretty good myself. So Ulti, that went all the way to a game 5. So run through it with me. How did that series go, start to finish? How did nerves go? How did you guys fix the problems? What problems were there? What was it like playing with a new team against the likes of Flu Esports Black?
Well, we couldn't really come into it completely blank because we didn't play the seeding tournament. We heard that they were the third place team, but it didn't change our minds any. We last minute found our sub, which is going to be sticking with us now. He's a great, fantastic player. The 3 of us blended really well. It felt smooth. The beginning was a little rough getting used to each other, but after we settled down, it was just flying colors then.
Okay, sounds good. So now going into your next few weeks, what are the teams that you yourself really want to face off against? Not your team wants to face off against, but what teams do you want to face off against?
Well, I mean, I want to play Left Stick's team because, I mean, that was my teammate from last season. We left on good terms, so I want to just play him for giggles. But, I mean, mostly I want to play Team Pink and Team White since they were the 2 top teams. I want to see how we fare against them. I mean, we've already taken down to third place, so see if we can do more.
Yeah, there we go. So, what overall happened in games 1 and games number 4 that led to you guys not being able to get that win? Is Tunda just that good that he was able to win games single-handedly, or what were your guys' thoughts on that?
Well, mostly the thing we were having an issue with. Game 1, we were not calming very well. There were double commits all over the place. Games 2 and 3, we clicked it together. Game 4, I think we got complacent and the comms kind of flew back out the window. And back in Game 5, we picked them back up again.
Okay, well, sounds good. The stage is now yours. If you want to shout out anybody, your teammates, friends, anything like that, the stage is yours.
Churro, Jay-Z, and Nightfang. Boys, I appreciate the help. Keep on running. Let's take it over.
There we go. Well, thank you so much for coming this interview, and I hope you have a good rest of your night and good luck next week.
You too.
Thank you. Well, there we go, chat. That's what we like to see in regards to Team Purple's ulti.
Is it really dumb luck? Is that how you found love? Found love. I wanna find my own love. Yeah, why does life seem so short but so long at the same time? Feel like I hate it, feel like I love it, I cannot pick mine. It's out of my mind, it's out of my mind. I don't know how to describe all of the ways that I'm feeling inside, all of the ways that I'm changing in mind.